Morning to all of you. Respected speakers on the dais and ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any prepared speech, but I'm really excited. I can really understand the amount of involvement the ICT Academy has got. Getting all you, the teachers, the representatives of the educational institutions and students getting into this venue early in the morning. In the next maybe 10-15 minutes, I would like to actually share with you whatever little we have done in Kerala. When you speak about ideas and innovation and incubation, I'll tell you what Technopark is. Technopark is actually the first IT park in the whole country. We started this concept way back in 1987. We implemented the park, made the park during 1990 to 1994. This was inaugurated by our Prime Minister in 1995. Today, Technopark is the largest, undoubtedly the largest IT park in the country, with 465 acres of land, 7.1 million square feet of space, and 37,500 people directly employed in the campus. And Government of Kerala actually follows a model of hub and spoke kind of development, where Technopark actually takes care of all the, in the southern region. Infopark takes care of certain parks in the middle region centered in Kochi, and the new initiative is actually Cyber Park, which is centered around the city of Calicut. These three brandings are just for giving a different flavor to the investors, but it's all same. These are all societies owned by the Government of Kerala IT department. Technopark actually started incubating companies on an infrastructure incubation way back in 2002. But starting from year 2006, we just followed the, we got in touch with the Department of Science and Technology. We formally had the incubator idea starting from year 2006 to 2007. So far, we have brought in about 134 companies into the incubator, out of which 63 companies have migrated and gone out of the incubator. We have seen only 6 failures. 6 companies have been closed down due to various internal reasons. These are not reasons due to technology failure. Today we have got 65 companies operating within Technopark, occupying an area of about 27,000 square feet. Employment to the tune of 4,000 people have been created by this incubator, and the investment brought in by the incubator company is very close to 100 crores. Now, what is great about this incubator is that 85% of the companies are student startup initiatives. I would like to repeat this. Unlike other incubators in the country, 85% of the incubator companies are started by students from different colleges. And we have been recognized by national and international bodies. In 2007, this was the best incubator in the country. In 2011, Technopark Incubator was given the award of the second best incubator in the world. The second best incubator in the world. Why is it so? Because out of the 63 companies graduated out of Technopark Incubator, more than 15 to 16 companies are actually doing extremely well with a turnover of more than 1 crore. 2 companies called MobMe and Innos, they were rated as one among the 10 leading emerging companies, rated by NASSCOM. And the interesting model is that the government has spent only 3.2 crores for setting up this incubator during the last 6 to 7 years. The total money spent is only 3.2 crores. But the first technology company who walked into the incubator, which is called MobMe, they have returned back more than 5 crores as tax to the government. So please look at the model. The total money spent is only 3.2 crores. A single incubator company from Technopark, which is a student initiative today, they have returned tax for more than, so it is a highly sustainable model if you do it properly. What are the reasons for the success? When I talk to my own companies, what they say is, we have been very flexible. The most important thing is the location itself is great, because when the students come in, they see great companies working. The ambience is so interesting. They get motivated every time they walk into the Technopark campus. This has been one of the reasons told by them. The inspiration is great. The second thing is that you have sufficient area, minimum 25,000 square feet of space at any point of time available with reasonable quality standards. And there is an ecosystem around who can actually mentor. There is a structured system available for mentoring each and every incubator. So the possibility of failure is very, very less. The most important thing is that we have incubated more product companies. And the product companies, you can't expect a wonder during the overnight. It will never happen. We can incubate the service-based companies and expect a result within a year or two. But the product companies, they have to stay there for minimum 3 to 3.5 years. So during the 3 to 3.5 years, if they have to survive, the cost has to be really, really less. And many a times these companies are unable to even pay rent. So the owner of the incubator, meaningfully Technopark, and the government of Kerala will have to be very proactive in taking decisions, taking fast decisions. We cannot be unfriendly to them. So many a times they don't pay the rentals in time, but we don't harass them. We give a very comfortable ambience to them, very comfortable terms to them, and then we are very sure that when they grow, they can pay back. Even if they don't pay back, we were not really worried. So another exciting thing which has really happened is that what is the second stage? The second stage which has come out of this incubation is far more interesting. I don't know how many of you have heard about Startup Village. Startup Village, we now claim the Government of India and the Technopark and a startup initiative from our Technopark incubator has formed a startup village, which is the largest initiative in India, in the country, for bringing up private participation. One company, a student initiative, which has really grown big, which is having more than about $15 million turnover at the moment, that particular company has taken an initiative to set up a startup village in Kochi. And this startup village is actually backed up by Department of Science and Technology, Technopark, and Government of Kerala. And Mr. Chris Gopalakrishnan himself is the chief mentor of the startup village. Next week, Government of Kerala is taking a decision to shift them into a much better environment to nurse them. And the target for the startup village is that they will identify minimum 1,000 startup initiatives in the next 10 years. And their dream is to search for the first $1 billion company from a student initiative. That's a target of the startup village. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, starting from a simple initiative of technology incubation, we have brought up a company, and that company is now responsible for hand-holding in future a potential 1,000 startup initiatives. So why I'm bringing up this story is that most of you listening to this is are actually from student community and the teachers, and my request is actually to the parents, because even today in our society, parents play a major role in deciding whether a student should have if you actually look at you should actually see the website of the Startup Village, www.startupvillage.in. If you can visit, there are very interesting banners coming up. One of those, if I remember, is that the worst thing to happen to humankind is, one thing is heroin. Heroin is a drug, and the second thing which you shouldn't have is carbohydrates, and the third thing which you should actually avoid is monthly salary. Monthly salary. Heroin, carbohydrates, and monthly salary, this is something which we should avoid. Very, very interesting slogans come in that. See, the team of students who have actually come into this and actually worked, they are propagating this kind of very interesting thing that, you should not be worried about monthly salary. When we can make more money, why do we do that? The ecosystem which was actually prevalent in Technopark, added to that, the success stories have been actually very clearly narrated and communicated to the society by the media. I cannot forget the supportive action from the media where whatever little good things have really happened in the incubator, the media has been very supportive in reaching it out to the family. Early when we started, the thing is that we didn't have the Twitter, we didn't have a Facebook, we didn't have an iPhone, iPad, or anything of that kind. So we were really running short of ideas. Now when we crossed 2008, 2010, when the internet-based opportunities actually came up, with all these possibilities pouring in, there were really no shortage of ideas. Yesterday, one of our incubator companies have brought out a microwave oven, which is very interactive. If your wife is not there and you go to the microwave oven, the recipe will be pulled out from the internet, and whatever, the microwave oven speaks to you, an interactive microwave, and it is called Meet. It has been released yesterday in Trivandrum by one of our startup companies. I'm telling you, there is no shortage of ideas. If students are listening to this, I would like to tell them there will not be any shortage of ideas. This is like, we always used to think when you start naming the films, we thought, all the names have gone. But, even films are coming with new names. Possibilities are immense in future. I would like to tell you one more thing. If people are actually running short of ideas, even a change of mindset is an idea. Even a change of mindset is an idea. My dear friends, 10 years back we had internet. 10 years back we had an inkjet printer. 10 years back we had a paper. Everything was available, but still, if you wanted to go to an airport, you have to go to an airline ticketing counter. The lady will actually put a carbon paper. You will be given a docket kind of thing, which is again costing about 25 to 30 rupee. And unless you carry that ticket, the airport security will not let you in. What has changed today? Is there any technology element which has been brought in? No. The same internet, the same inkjet printer, the same paper. Today, you are only carrying a piece of information along with you. If you want to get into the train, you don't even have to take a printout today. You switch on your iPhone and show it to the TT, he will let you in. What has changed? Is it the technology? No. It is a mindset. If a simple change of mindset can bring in so much of convenience to people, my dear friends, my dear students, there will not be any shortage of ideas. Think innovatively, think freely. You can change this world. I would like to stop at this point of time. I'm really excited by the activities of Tamil Nadu ICT Academy. I got only very little time yesterday to interact with Suresh and Raghav and Shivkumar and people like that. I'm really excited. Today, if this much of participation is there early in the morning, the tremendous amount of work done by ICT Academy. I'm also honored. This was a very short speech, but I think I'll get a lot more opportunity to interact with you teachers. And one more thing, this ICT Academy, I am supposed to replicate the same in Government of Kerala in the coming year, so I request a lot of cooperation from all you. And with this, I'm available on ceo@technopart.org. Anybody can interact, and I'll be very happy to give whatever support possible from the Government of Kerala side. Good morning, and make use of this event. I wish all the best to Bridge 2012. Make use of this opportunity. Thank you.